everyone, welcome back to the second season of The Current, the quick response news program from Jockey Club T College,
where we report on the latest issues, events, and culture. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Vanessa.
Hey Vanessa, do you remember the guns episode from last year?
I do! Well, guns are easy to get in America, but not in Hong Kong.
That's right. Unfortunately, our fears about guns in Hong Kong are coming true.
I'm afraid you're right. A serious gun shooting took place just a couple of months ago that resulted in 1 death and 3 injuries.
Yes, it was the first gun shooting in many years. Here's the report.
The attack is a long attack without any syndication. We believe the motive of the attack was family conflict. So we are now investigating as to how the assailant obtained the firearm to commit the crime.
The 44-year-old woman used a non-police issued firearm and was carrying 40 rounds of ammunition
that she smuggled in from Shenzhen in pieces.
That's crazy. If you can smuggle gun parts, what hope is there of keeping guns off the streets in Hong Kong?
I know. Sadly, smuggling is quite common. In addition to firearms, people smuggle drugs, electronics, and even ivory. The government has been trying to ban ivory smuggling in particular for years, to little effect.
Hong Kong is known to be the biggest marketplace and the biggest transit point for ivory. We respect and appreciate the fact that the Hong Kong government has committed to eventually phase out and have a domestic ban on ivory sales. It's not happening fast enough for the African elephant. We need more rapid action.
And the situation is dire. Recently, the elephant census was released. There has been a catastrophic drop in the number of African elephants. Was it 1/3 of the population wiped out in about 7 years? Why does the killing go on? Why is there still demand for ivory?
Well, let me say 2 things. First of all, this is the second great poaching and trafficking crisis of most of our lifetimes. In the 70s and 80s, what I like to call the continental herd, the total resource of African elephants, was cut in half, never to return to the previous number. Now we're in a second great poaching crisis, and you know, the fear is that we're going to lose another half of the half. So that's a real problem. Look, there's a cultural problem. People still value owning ivory, and another reason I'm here is really to communicate. There are other ways to invest your money. There are other ways to enjoy beauty. It is no longer appropriate to buy or own ivory.
It's great news that ivory trading and smuggling will be banned, but smuggling isn't going away. I heard people have even been smuggling mobile phones across the border using drones. How insane is that?
基本上每个月都有10几天开工，每天在凌晨，一般是12点到凌晨5点钟这么一个区间，通过飞线把那个手机大量的就是从香港走私到境内。这个房间呢，就是犯罪嫌疑人进行一个飞线走私操作的这么一个工作地方。这里离香港对面的工地其实也就是几十米的距离。犯罪嫌疑人架设无人机，把这个走的这种线 直接拉到香港那边，就会有相关的人员进行一个配合。
That's amazing! Smuggling with drones. What would they think of next? Let's ask our students what they think about smuggling.
Sure, let's see what our reporter Dawn found. Dawn?
Thank you, Vanessa and Adrian. Let's talk to some students. Hi, do you know what smuggling is?
Yes, it's when people sneak things across the border and it's illegal.
Bring things into the country illegally.
Transporting things illegally?
It's when people bring something into the country illegally.
Taking something illegal someplace you are not supposed to.
Taking something someplace you're not supposed to.
What are some things you might smuggle into Hong Kong?
Endangered animals.
Guns.
Drugs. Milk products. Cigarettes.
Elephant tusks.
Canned fish from Sweden.
The stinky one?
Yes.
Rare orchids, endangered animals.
Usually it's drugs or weapons.
Drugs.
Guns and drugs?
Ivory and drugs.
What are some things you might smuggle in school? Maybe some video games or comic books.
Food, gum, or candy. Food products that are cheaper, sold in the school campus.
Perfume, makeup, and food upstairs.
Drugs. Games.
Toys or candy.
Have you ever smuggled anything into school?
Food.
Maybe food. Have you smuggled anything into school?
No, I'm Form 1. I just started. I haven't smuggled anything yet.
Have you ever smuggled anything into school?
Me? No, but smuggling something into school is different than smuggling something into countries. Hard to compare. Unless you really want something to school that you're not allowed, like drugs. But we don't have that here, that I know.
Like fidget spinners? No, I haven't. But that's a pretty hard question to ask. No student's going to tell you once they've smuggled something into school, because if they did, they might get into trouble, right?
Do you think I would tell you?
Would you believe me if I say no?
Back to you, Vanessa and Adrian.
Thank you, Dawn. I'm sure not everyone was honest, but hey, who wants to confess to Daisy on video, right?
Yes, probably not the best line of questioning.
Anyhow, as Hong Kong is one of the world's largest trade economies, we should be aware of the seriousness of smuggling.
Because smuggling can be easy, as we just saw with the drones.
Basically, we should never underestimate someone's ability to get something, even if it's illegal, if they truly want it.
What would you like to get that is maybe illegal?
Maybe a live panda?
Huh? Just go to the zoo. Well, that's it for now.
Yep. Thank you for watching and see you next time on The Current.